Hello, it's Sunday the 8th of October. Last night's Thunderball result was quite unexpected. I didn't win anything. It was machine 6 and set of balls number 2. Now if we look at the chart for all the machines and all the sets of balls, that's what it looks like. This is where the winning numbers were on that chart. And so we can narrow it down to look at just the chart for machine number 6. And on this chart, this is where the winning numbers were. Notice 26, second most frequent, quite overdue for its frequency on that chart. If we look at the chart for set of balls number 2, that's what it looked like. This is where the winning numbers were. Now if we look at the chart for machine 6 and set of balls number 2, that's what it looked like. That's where the winning numbers were. So let's have a look at the chart for machines 5 and 6, which are the two that are being used at the moment. That's where the winning numbers were on that chart. 26 and 30, two of the most frequent. If we look at the chart for the 2 machines and 4 sets of balls that they're using at the moment, that's what it looks like, and that's where the winning numbers were on that chart. If we look at those 4 sets of balls on any machine, that's where the numbers were, and that's where the rest of the numbers were. So this term looks like the result was just very random. So we've got some of the most frequent numbers. (26 and 30). If we look at the chart for number 26, 30 was most overdue to come out with 26, as you can see on that chart. Number 8 also the most overdue out of the 5 most frequent numbers, paired with 26. If we look at the chart for 28, that's what it looks like. Look at the chart for 15, that's that one. Chart for number 8, number 30 most overdue to come out with number 8. So if we look at the chart for number 30, you can see number 8 by far the most overdue to come out with number 30, and also remember on the chart for 26, 30 was most overdue to come out with that. So it's not so much where the individual numbers were on these charts, but it's more to do with the actual combination of numbers. So not necessarily any one of these numbers on their own, but when you look at them paired with each other, paired with the other numbers, you can see possible reasons why they were overdue. So what we can learn from that then is going with the current trend, which is machine 5 and 6. Seems to be mostly number 6 though at the moment. Sets of balls 1 to 4 as well. That's the current trend. If we look at the chart for those two machines and 4 sets of balls, now that the most recent draw has taken place, that's what it looks like. So you can see 22 most overdue for its frequency, number 3 most frequent, number 8 most overdue. So that's when you combine all these factors together. So if we just look at machine number 6, which seems to be the only one they're using at the moment, that's the chart for that one. You can see 29 most frequent, slightly more overdue than the other numbers. But Thunderball number 8, considerably more overdue than all the other numbers. That's what my money was on, Thunderball number 8. But it didn't come out again. So really quite unpredictable. So I mean, you'd think that the most overdue number would come out. But if we narrow it down to set of balls number 2 and look at that chart, now number 8 doesn't look all that overdue. And when we look at machine number 6 with that set of balls, not so much overdue. I mean, if we look at where Thunderball number 7 was on that chart, it was up there at the slightly more overdue end, but it wasn't particularly outstanding. So I'm going to just stick with the same numbers that I've been putting on, that I put on in the last draw and the one before that. The one before that, 2 draws ago, I won £5, spent £1, won £4, profit of £4. So I'm not losing yet. Spent £3 so far, won £5, still got £2 left to spend. So the numbers I'm picking, I'm just going to get most overdue for the frequency, most frequent ones as well. So 32, 22, 16, Thunderball number 8, and some other numbers. I think 29 as well, because if we look at the chart for all machines and all sets of balls, that's what it looks like. And if we narrow it down to just the 2 machines that are in use at the moment, you can see 22 most overdue for its frequency and most frequent, so I definitely want to pick 22. And if we narrow it down to just those 4 sets of balls, and look at those 4 sets of balls in all machines, okay, 22 second most overdue, there's 32 most overdue for its frequency. So I hope that this helps you pick your numbers. I hope you pick winning numbers in Thunderball. If you do, give me a comment, let me know. If anybody's watching, I am actually getting in front with this, with the statistics analysis. Generally winning. So pick Thunderball number 8, or the most frequent, which is number 3. Let's have a look at machine number 5. Okay, number 12, most overdue for its frequency, with machine number 5 and those 4 sets of balls. There's number 6, closest to top right. That's a good choice as well. So let's have a look at the individual sets of balls. Okay, set of balls 1 with machines 5 and 6. 16 up there in the top right, most overdue for its frequency. Thunderball number 8, closest to the top right, most overdue for its frequency. And if we look at set of balls number 2 with those 2 machines. Number 18, most overdue. 32, closest to that top right, which means it's most overdue for its frequency. And there's the Thunderballs, 13 most overdue, 3 most frequent. Let's look at set of balls number 3. Definitely number 8, most overdue, Thunderball. Main numbers, 28 most overdue, 2 and 30 most frequent, 10 most overdue for its frequency. And finally, set of balls number 4 with those 2 machines. You can see 31, closest to top right, 29 most overdue, 21 most frequent. Thunderball number 2 most overdue, 3 most frequent. And so that's each individual set of balls with the 2 machines that are being used at the moment. So you've seen everything you need to see to pick your numbers, to pick winning numbers. You know where they are now on these charts. I've narrowed it down to individual machines and sets of balls. If you want to look at a particular pair of numbers, for instance, let's take number 22. Look at the chart for that one. On the chart for 22, 20 most overdue. That's 15. 31, good choice to pick with 22. If we look at, let's look at most overdue number, which is 16 on this chart. See, there's 20 most overdue with that one as well. 23 closest to top right, 21 most frequent. So that's just a few pairs of numbers to look at, and so I hope that helps you to pick winning numbers. That concludes this video. Subscribe for the next one. Goodbye for now.